Hi, I'm Jeff Finkelstein, founder of Customer Paradigm in Boulder, Colorado. Magento versus Shopify. If you're asking that question, I'm happy to help with an unbiased opinion. Usually, people are asking this question are on the Magento 1.9 platform, or perhaps Magento 1.14 Enterprise. Maybe you're on 1.8 or 1.7 Community, or even Enterprise 1.12 or 1.13. If you're like a lot of people, you're trying to figure out, should you upgrade to Magento 2? Should you move over to a SaaS system like Shopify? Should you just keep holding on to your existing 1.9 site as long as you possibly can? Or should you close your site and just sell on a third-party marketplace like Amazon or Jet or eBay? Or should you even be in the e-commerce space anymore after all? So I'm happy to help you decide. Why me? Here's some background. I founded Customer Paradigm in 2002. I've helped build hundreds of e-commerce sites on OS Commerce, WooCommerce, WP Commerce, Magento, Shopify, BigCommerce, and many, many more. Way back when, I built a custom e-commerce platform called PageDirector, which I used for the discountdecorating.com site. That was later sold to Blinds.com, which was then sold to HomeDepot.com. So I've been in the space for a while. I've been to almost all the Magento Imagine trade shows. I've been a featured speaker at them. I've had a trade show booth there. I certainly drank a little too much here and there a couple times in Vegas. But I've been through all of Magento's training programs. Like anyone in the space, I've certainly banged my head against the wall trying to figure out how to make Magento sites work well. Starting back on the 1.4 platform, we've worked with and upgraded 1.3 and 1.4 sites and done everything from 1.5 to 1.8 and 1.9. Magento 1.9 is facing the end of life soon. We've worked with Magento Enterprise sites, Magento Professional platform, and even Magento Go. I've been a Magento partner for many, many years, back in the Roy Rubin and Mark Schwartz days. Before the eBay purchase, before they were spun off with private equity, before the Adobe acquisition. My company also knows Magento 2. I've gone through all the training. My company has been certified as a Magento 2 certified solution partner. It's a really slick system. But it has its own fun limitations too. In 2016, my company invested over 10,000 hours of development. That's 5 people working for more than a year to build a really amazing integration for Magento 2 to an external system. I can't get into all the details, but I sold that product before it went onto the marketplace. The main reason? Magento 2 adoption was not quite as fast as I was expecting. So fast forward to now. My company is also a Shopify partner and BigCommerce too. I've gone through all of the training for Shopify, and it's a really slick system. A lot of the headaches of a Magento site, like site security, upgrades, site speed, etc., all that just goes away on a SaaS platform. Having to worry about paying a hosting company and core code, that's just no longer a thing. So you can spend your money, that money that was on security, on marketing and merchandising and customer acquisition. I've helped move a lot of sites from Magento to Shopify and also moved sites from Shopify over to Magento. Both platforms are great and both have great advantages. And at the same time, both of them have quite a few severe limitations. So here's the dirty secret. I'm partners with both Magento and Shopify. Both of them want me to tell you that their platform is the absolute best. So, okay, I'll start with why Shopify. If you don't have a lot of products and your integration needs are small, and you're not trying to tie into a legacy ERP system, or you don't need help with inventory synchronization, etc., Shopify can be a great way to go. There's a lot of pre-built themes, and it can be quick, fast, and easy to get something up and running really soon. I built a fully working Shopify site in just a few hours. I already had the images and products, and I used one of their pre-built themes. I didn't have to use the command line or install software on a server. I just created a demo store and did everything from the browser. Pretty cool. That said, there's a lot of limitations too. If you have a highly customized user experience and you want to do something that isn't part of the Shopify code base, it's much more challenging to get it done on Shopify or Shopify Plus. For example, on a normal Shopify site, changing how discounts are displayed on a mini cart or the cart page is not so easy. It can be done, but it takes a lot of heartache to make it work. On Magento, it's pretty simple. If you need complex B2B functionality, you need multiple storefronts with a common back end and shared customers, or you're trying to integrate with an expression engine front end, then Magento is probably a much better platform for you. If you need seamless integrations with a point of sale, a POS system for your retail store, and your products are not that complex, then Shopify might be a good way to go. Its system is actually pretty slick. If you need complex shipping rules or sell in a restricted category, think MMJ or guns or other bad stuff, Shopify just won't touch it, and Magento is going to have to win out in that case as well. I could go on and on about some of the differences and why this is best and this is not as good. But here's the basics. If you have simple needs, products that are not that complex and don't need a lot of integration, then Shopify can be a great platform for e-commerce. But if your products are complex, you need a lot of B2B or complex functionality, and you want to customize the end user experience to meet your business needs instead of having to change your business to fit within the Shopify framework, then Magento is a much better solution. Shopify allows you to not have to invest in security patches and upgrades or worrying about the underlying code base. If you're worried about getting hacked, Shopify takes this on for you, and that's really cool. You can spend more time on digital marketing and content. You won't have to worry about server scalability. On Magento, one of the things is that if you get a sudden spike in traffic, like a 10x spike, your servers might not be able to handle this. I know, I've spent a lot of late nights at the office fixing this specific issue. Shopify is hosted in autoscale, so this isn't really an issue. Yes, you can build an auto-scaling Magento system, but this isn't easy to do, and it can often fail spectacularly in exactly the wrong moment when a lot of people want to buy your product. Magento, though, allows you to really customize the end user experience. You can work with very complex products and integrations. You have full control over the code, so you can make it do exactly what you want. Magento 2 can be wicked fast. If you set it up right, it's like running a highly tuned sports car. The performance can be just amazing. But Shopify is going to take a percentage of sales. Magento's enterprise, or what they're calling the commerce platform, sort of does this as well because their pricing is based on a tiered pricing structure. Magento 2's free open source software doesn't have this cost component, although you're still going to have to pay for a payment gateways like Authorize.net or Payflow Pro, and that takes a little bit of a chunk out of the process. So Magento 1.9. The end of life is right around the corner. I'm sure that some of the sites on the 1.x platform will just stay on it. The risk, though, is that security holes are often found, and if Magento is not releasing new security patches, that makes it a lot more challenging to keep your site from being attacked. I know, we tend to fix a lot of Magento sites that have been hacked or attacked in the past. It's not a lot of fun. The other risk is that most Magento extension developers are not doing anything new on the Magento 1.x platform anymore. There's still some, but what happens is that functionality can break when people change things. For example, last month, Authorize.net made a small change to their API system. Magento 2 users weren't affected, but it wreaked havoc on all of the Magento 1.x site owners. Basically, people are putting their credit cards into the system, the card was being charged, but Authorize.net was returning a message saying, sorry, payment didn't go through, try again. Not such a good thing. If UPS or USPS or FedEx makes a shipping API change, then stuff on the 1.x platform is just going to suddenly break or stop working. So, my recommendation, what's better, Magento or Shopify? The answer is both, and neither. 10 years ago, Amazon was just getting started. Now it's responsible for more than 50% of all e-commerce traffic. They have more than 42% of households in the US as Amazon Prime members. The world is a lot more competitive and complex than it was before. But I'd love to help and answer your questions. So give me a call here at the office, 303-473-4400, and let's talk. Or you can contact me through the site at customerparadigm.com. I'm happy to give you a really unbiased opinion. And if you want to work with my team at Customer Paradigm, we'd love to be part of the process of building your site and then helping you with digital marketing, helping with product photography, creating compelling content. And if not, there's no obligation. If you're on the Magento 1.x platform, we have a code audit tool we can run that will give us a health status update on your system. I'm happy to run that for you, as well as do a non-invasive external security scan at no charge. So let me back up. My favorite part of the day is talking to e-commerce site owners like you to discuss your business. I love hearing from people on why they started an e-commerce site in the first place. It's really fun. My passion is helping businesses leverage the power of the web to aggregate customers according to interest and not geography. 12,600 projects later, I still love what we're doing, and I love that the premise of the company, customer-centric thinking, is just as valid and relevant today as it was back in 2002. Back then, before Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, the iPhone, Amazon Prime, Gmail, or even Shopify, I saw that companies that were succeeding online were the ones that were focused on that end user customer experience. The name of my company, Customer Paradigm, was based on the assumption that end customers increasingly have control over their purchasing experience. Buying online, interacting with people based on interest instead of geography, all this was made possible by the web. In 2002, we helped businesses with three things: acquiring new customers, retaining existing ones, and interacting with them online. In 2019, the underlying goals are the same, but the strategies and tactics in many cases are radically different. If you're like me, you've made your fair share of mistakes over the years. I won't just share my successes with you, I'll share where I've really screwed up too, so that I can help you avoid that in the future. So give me a call. Let's talk. My phone number is 303-473-4400, or contact us through our site, www.customerparadigm.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Jeff Finkelstein, founder of Customer Paradigm. I do really love this e-commerce stuff. Thanks.